quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. On second and 10, Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eye.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because
I'm ready, bro. I had the wrong fucking controller, man. My motherfucking one of the controllers, goddamn joystick fucked up. That's why that nigga stopped. Yeah, man, I had the wrong. I clicked on the nigga and the nigga just stopped, bro. So, man, one of my joysticks fucked up, so I grabbed the wrong controller to play the game, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is, but I've been winning games, these motherfuckers. This team trash as hell, low key.
From the 25. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
What up? Oh, word.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh,
so
it goes as a fumble, but the key thing,
not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going up top. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here we go. They'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Patterson goes right up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 30 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Wentz. Going deep downfield for Ross. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Patterson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
They'll run with Patterson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero
Shit, my shit's crazy.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, hell no.
Extra point by Koo up
I ain't get into that.
and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And so the last three drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. That is just what this defense was hoping for. An interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Richie Grant.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go. Black open.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Patterson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. And And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
From the red zone now, Wentz. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 19 yards away. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now it's blocked. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very... after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A handoff for Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Patterson on the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll try again. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throw caught here by Bird. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this from 46. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Sunday.
Now Wentz. offense. Gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, Patterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Koo knocks this one through the post. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth moves the change in the game? No post office, we stamp a time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous mornings, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around